welcome to THHP Podcast. This is a new segment that we're doing for the YouTube subscribers for us. It's called Lost in Thought. This is just going to be where we expound on some stuff that maybe we didn't get to cover on the show, a little pre-show stuff, and also, just some thoughts, things that we have on our mind and hearts. So this is something new that me and Curtis have put together, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So first, let's thing that we're gonna talk about today. If you could give me a second, because I gotta pull this up. Just give me 1 second. Anyway. So there's a new list that came out. The top 50 greatest rappers of all time just came out. I don't know who compiled this list. I don't know if this was a magazine or some individual. The list, in my personal opinion, trash. And it's really insulting. A lot of, and that was something that me and Curtis were talking about a little bit. I think this person was probably just, because he's got a little bit of old school and a little bit of the new school artists, and he's got some names in there mixed up. And then what trips me out is it goes top 50 greatest rappers of all time in order, which makes it worse. Because if it were in no particular order, then you couldn't really get mad, because it'd be like, oh, okay, so this is the 50 this top of this person's opinion. But this is like in order, like, oh, this person is great. Like Jay-Z at number 1, I kind of, I can see that in some people's circles. I can see that as far as, the commercial success. I can understand that. Like the commercial success and what he's accomplished, what he definitely accomplished recently, becoming a billionaire. I can see that. But I mean, if we're talking about skill, Jay-Z's probably not number 1 in skill set level. Now he's good. I'm not gonna say he ain't good. Nah. Nice. You know what I'm saying? He got the word, it's Ovi, baby, I can't do Jay-Z impression worth shit. And then the second one, Nas. Again, like what he, I could see that. I could also see that, Nas is in a whole lot of people's top 5, I can also see Nas being, number 1. Because he does have commercial success. I don't think as much as a Jay-Z, but he definitely had a spark, like when he came, into the game. Do I also, and we love Nas over here, but I don't think he's number 1, as far as like that lyrical stuff. The people that's not in this list concerns me. Where's Grandmaster Cass? Where the fuck is Jizza? Like, where's Melly Mel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the cats that kind of like, especially like Melly Mel, man. If it wasn't for Melly Mel, niggas wouldn't be rhyming right today. Like, just being real. I mean, a child is born with no state of mind. That joint, shoot, blind to the ways of man. Not smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows. You go, because I mean the hitting on the 1 and the 2, child is born, no state of mind. Like the way he was rhyming, like he was hitting on that beat right there. And at that time it wasn't, people weren't really doing that. I mean, you had a couple, Kaz, Kool Moe Dee's not. I mean, Kool Moe Dee was a monster, and and it's just things like that. Like they don't have those guys on there. The people they have on there is kind of odd, they got Jeezy on here, which I can understand. Jeezy's grown on me, and Jeezy is actually pretty nice. I wouldn't necessarily call him top 50. I mean, and that's just my opinion. But Jeezy's got some, he got some good words and metaphors. I mean, he definitely got anthems that that people can kind of rock to. T.I., he was in there. I kind of T.I.'s grown on me. Definitely his recent music, he's actually I can listen to that. This is a more mature Ti. Like he's actually grown and reflect a little bit. I can respect that. Drake, Drake being on there is kind of like, what are you basing this list on? Because to me, it's like, are you basing this on sales, lyrics? Because if it was on sales, I could probably put Drake, probably a little higher in the list because he got Drake at 23. If Drake was, if you're doing this list on particularly just sales, Drake would probably be top 10, like right now. I'm not a big fan of Drake. I'm just being honest as far as like way sales are. Drake would probably be top 10. I wouldn't say number one per se, but he would definitely be in that conversation. So I'm not understanding like is it Drake's wordplay, and the fact that Drake has people writing his stuff. Not against that, because we come from an era like you gotta write your own shit, but at the same time it's like what are you basing this list off? So these are just some of my thoughts. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what who should be in this list, who shouldn't be in this list. I think we're gonna put the list up a little bit so you can kind of see who's on there and whatnot. Also, like I said, just have a little discussion. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to us, and we're gonna do a show tomorrow. We'll expound a little bit more on there as well. But these are just my thoughts. And anyway, it's your boy Howie. Try Hip Hop Podcast. Peace.
All right. What's up, y'all? It's Kurt from Try Hip Hop Podcast. And this is, I did a little clip I'm going to do just to add on to what Howie already told y'all. This is our new segment called Lost in Thought, and basically where we try to go into some topics that we may not have gotten to go into depth on the podcast, or we may have overlooked. So we want to talk a little bit about this top 50 greatest rappers list. It's just come out and says it's got the top 50 greatest rappers of all time, not just like right now, of all time. And they do have some notable names like Nas and Jay-Z, Black Thought, to name a few. But then you got people on here that, I don't really get. You know what I mean? I don't know. They got Rick Ross on there. I mean, Rick Ross is dope, but I don't put him anywhere in a greatest, of all time kind of category, or anywhere near that top. They got, let's see, T.I., for instance, like Howie said. I mean, he grew on me a little bit, but I can't put you in that. You're not of that caliber. You know what I mean? You're not really lyricist. You know what I mean? He's a good rapper. He's a dope rapper, but he's not like top 50 lyricist. You know what I mean? They do have some good ones like Lupe Fiasco. I think he does deserve a spot in that. But I mean, you got people like Prodigy. Now, Prodigy is one of the hardest rappers, to bring you that hardcore gutter, just straight out the gutter shit. But as far as the best like rapper or lyricist of all time, I don't know. I can't put him on that. You know what I mean? That doesn't mesh well for me. They also have, some of the newer cats on here. Now, another one I don't even get. They got Mace on here. For what? They got 8 Ball on here. I don't get that. Bun B, I mean, he's dope, but I can't put him in that top category. And let's see, who else they got? They got Common. I can't put him in top 50. You know what I mean? They got, let's see here. Got Mos Def, got Cool G Rap, got Big Boy from Outkast, Jeezy, I think how we talked about him. I'm not a Jeezy fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. He annoys me, man. He can't rap very good. I've tried to give him chances, and I don't get it. He don't work for me now. Even beside that, you know what I mean? If he could rap, he could rap. I would still give the dude credit, but I don't really care for him as a person. But he's nobody's top rapper. Nobody, not to me anyway. Um, so I don't know. And then putting people on there like Ti, it feels like they're trying to just put a little bit of the old school and a little bit of the newer school just so they can be fair. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so we're gonna put some of the older guys, some of the newer guys. It's like you don't need to do that. When you're making a list like this, it needs to be strictly based on lyricism and that wow factor that they bring when they rap. You know what I mean? What they do when they rap, what goes on up here. So to me, if you're not really basing it on that, I really don't care. Now, if you're basing this on sales, that's different. Put the top 50 best sellers of all time. But this you can't say these are the top 50 rappers. You know what I mean? Now, they do have some good ones. Like you said, Nas, you got Jay-Z, Black Thought, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good people on here. But like Howie said, where's your Kumo D's at? You know what I mean? You can't say of all time without referencing people like that. You know what I mean? Melly Mel. You can't, because these are the people who were some of the first lyricists that helped educate other people to be more lyrical. So I don't agree with it. We're going to talk more about it on the podcast episode tomorrow. So definitely look for that. But for me, the list is just thrown together, and even though it's got good people on it, it's trash to me. So it feels like somebody just said, I just want to put together a list just to get some attention. And they didn't really take lyricism into consideration as deeply as they should. So that's my take on it. We're going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow on the podcast. So look for that. This your boy Kurt, Try It Hip Hop Podcast. We going to keep this segment going every week. I love this, man. Just being able to express our thoughts about, different things that we may not be able to on the show, or go into more depth. We're going to post a picture up of this. If you haven't already seen it, just look out for that, and, stick around with us. We're going to keep getting lost in thought. Thank y'all for checking us out. Peace.